All right. What is up, party people? Or, whatever. I am haberdashing here to start Battle Arena. It is Tuesday night here with the Trinity Force podcast. This is, like I said, Battle Arena. What is up, party people? Hold on. Forgot to mute the stream. This is Battle Arena where we have bronze to gold people come in and we will comment on the game. And you can come back later, spectate it, and learn a little bit from your mistakes. Or, when you do, we also like to tell you good things that you do. I'm alone right now. Badger had to bail tonight. So, yeah, it's just going to be me for now. We'll see if any of the other guys show up. Sporker, Seagrove. Yeah, none of them are online right now. Oh. Alright, there we go. Man, I don't like it that, when I'm in the spectator slot, I can't start the game. I can't invite people. It makes the whole process a little bit harder for me. But here we are getting into Champion Select here. Just a reminder, this is Battle Arena brought to you by the Trinity Force Podcast. Check them out, www.trinityforcepodcast.com. You can check out all the different podcasts they have there, including The Proper, the LCS Rundown, and the Oz LOL podcast, as well as the Journey to 30. In addition, you can find all the information for all of our sponsors and all the information for Battle Arena and Bronze Bootcamp. So yeah, check out a lot of cool stuff. Recently they had an episode on the podcast with Ghostcrawler, one of the writers in charge of the game design, and they talked a lot about some really cool things about where they want to take the game in upcoming seasons here. But enough about that. Let's get into the game here. Blue team bans as Sia, Zed, Tristana, and Nidalee, all still fairly standard here. I'm not so sure about the Nidalee nowadays. Honestly, she's still been banned out, so I haven't gotten a chance to even see her even played to see if those nerfs to her Q were even worth it. I think overall she's still, a worthwhile ban. But, you can always still, like the cow can always be another good ban and to use instead of Nidalee. For a purple team, Morgana, Jax, and Fizz. So the Fizz ban, not Fizz van. We normally see when, the mid laner on the enemy team wants to pick someone who's going to be a little bit more vulnerable to early aggression or ganks. But we do see Tesla hovering over Akali, which, yes, she is a little bit weaker earlier levels, but not to that point. Like, it's mostly for people like Xerath or Twisted Fate. I mean, Akali, you still have your Shroud, which makes you, pretty basically untouchable, along with the extra spell vamp you get. Helps you stay safe in lane still. The other two are still fairly standard. But we do see the Thresh being locked in. Thresh being locked in after Leona, actually. So that's a definitely good counter pick for support. And if you're able to use, you save your Flay in that matchup to cancel out Leona's engaging potential. And obviously you can't mitigate all of it with her ult and stuff, but you can definitely make laning a lot more difficult for the Leona as Thresh. Okay, so that Akali does get locked in and will most likely be in the mid lane. I'm gonna say this right now. I like the new splash art for Akali. I don't miss the side boobs. It's a much more practical ninja costume as it is right now. Okay. Sorry. So, who else is going to be locked in here? Lucian for the blue team, as well as Kha'Zix. Kha'Zix still a really strong jungler. Lucian still, one of those all-around 80 carries. I think he gets a little overhyped. I mean, he's still not one of those hyper carries that will kind of give you the game late game. No one picks up Varus or MF or Graves for that matter. And bottom lane, I think in general, is one of those lanes where you have a little more wiggle room and you're not so restricted by definite AD ratios and stuff because of the items that you get are so similar and the damage output isn't too different. It's more about play styles, I think, in the bottom lane with an AD carry. So, going back over to purple team here, Skarner, the creepy crawly dude, and Draven being locked in. God. So I think with the newest update, Skarner's lore says that, oh yeah, he's guarding something, but nobody knows why he's guarding it. And anyone who ventures down there for whatever reason, because they don't know why he's guarding it, are, harassed by this super intelligent, super speedy sand scorpion. Yeah. So that's his whole story. Draven. Ah, yes, the Draven being locked in. I still love Draven. He's a really fun AD carry, but he's definitely one of those AD carries that you do need to spend more time on if you want to learn him, just to get into the rhythm with his axes. Oh, Frown, you jerk. Oh, God, I hate... Frown locks in Garen for the top lane, because he's going to be that guy. I swear, if he starts going maximum disrespect, I'm walking off of this podcast, host, whatever crap. They didn't need to buff Garen. And if they wanted to buff Garen, that was not the place that they needed, that they should have touched. Because his regen, once you get items with it late levels, is just ungodly stupid. Oh, God. Screw you, Garen. And last pickup for blue team is going to be Karma. Which, by the looks of it, will be mid Karma. Mid Karma, huh? That's not something you normally see. I mean, Bjerg's and some other high ranking mid laners do pull that out every once in a while, and you'd be surprised at the damage you can get with your Q. But it's definitely not a normal one you see. And purple team locks in Aurelia for the last pick. So it's going to be Aurelia versus Garen in the top lane. If Aurelia hits level 2 first, you can easily bully out Garen for the first 5 to 6 levels. But after that, Garen will start taking over with his tankiness. Even with the true damage on your Hedon style. No, is it Hedon? Yeah, it's Hedon style, I think. Yeah, yep, it's Hedon style. Keep getting their styles mixed up. I thought it was Wuju, but no, that's the Master Yi. So yeah, with the even with the Hedon style passive, Garen's massive regen and straight damage reduction makes that lane really hard for Aurelia. But Aurelia is going to be more effective in team fights and early ganks with teleport. So if I were Aurelia, let Garen do his whole thing in the top lane, but try to affect the map other places, because your bottom lane at least will have lots of extra CC to combo in with you, and it should be an easy kill down there. So in the mid lane, that leaves us Karma versus Akali. Basically, just about anyone can beat Akali in the early levels before she hits level 6. Karma especially has great trading potential, and that AoE damage definitely helps sniff her out of her little shadow circle thing. Oh man, I'm totally fried tonight, guys. So you'll excuse me if I can't remember my words. Oh, Badger, you're awful for making me do this tonight. Anyways, 1 minute left here. So, bottom lane we got Leona and Lucian. Leona Lucian versus Draven and Thresh. Look at this. I'm having to actually mouse over their name. I can't remember names right now. But once again, blue team does not have the I guess purple team. If purple team should be trying to hit level 2 first. So if you can push up the waves, try to hammer it down. Thresh picks up a oh gosh, now I gotta remember more words. Relic shield. Yeah, you can push that lane up really early. Get your early level 2 before the other team does, and you should be able to bully them out early. Once Leona does hit level 6, though, it'll definitely make that lane a lot more dangerous, especially since Lucian can proc Leona's passive so often. Now they both took the same summoner spells, so yeah, nothing too weird there. Okay, that is our 3 minutes. Sorry. That is our 3 minutes. We'll be loading into game here. Oh man, I wish I could play some music for you guys right now, because this would make this a lot less awkward. But instead, thanks to Twitch changing its policies, yeah, you're stuck with just me being a total idiot. So, skin war, skin battle right now. Blue team, hired gun Lucian, Mecha Kazakh, Sanguine Garen versus Deep Terror Thresh, Earthrune Skarner, Primetime Draven, and Astastic Aurelia. So yeah, Purple team's got my vote. It's all gonna come down to these early first levels for the top and bottom lane. And if they can snowball that early aggression post 6 with Akali roaming. Because Karma's roaming potential is not very high. I mean, like, she can push the waves fast, but there's there's nothing that she can do in a lane, but it's definitely not the same level as Akali. These aren't like, I didn't try to make these like Challenger. I just wanted to try to make them like the color of the Trinity Force podcast. Like, if I wanted to make Challenger ones, I would have made Challenger ones, I guess. If you guys want a different color scheme, let me know and I'll try to make them, but I'm not doing a wood one. Let's see. So Skarner, that's not a jungle that we see too often now. Most people do build them actually fairly damage heavy, going with the Spirit of the Elder Lizard into Trinity Force or Iceborne Gauntlet, and then building tanky from there. Oops, get that changed. Nope, no. I keep getting those mixed up. So let's get everyone changed around here in the game. Okay. Alright, everyone's in order. Let's take a look at some starting items here. Aurelia going for the Doran's Blade versus Doran's Shield. That's definitely the pickup you want to do when you're going to be aggressive early game, which I definitely think is in Aurelia's best interest. Akali grabbing Boots for a start with 4 potions.
You know what they say.
Alright, no BM out of you guys.
Up to you.
So, oh, okay. That's how it's gonna be.
30 seconds until
You know, if someone's dancing, you let them dance. Okay, don't be that dick. Don't be that dick that ruins it. Okay. Blue team very standard sort of matchup, line of scrimmage here. For pregame. Purple team kind of concentrating towards the blue buff. You guys can spread out a little bit more. Aurelia.
Minions have spawned.
It looks like Draven's taking a training break.
Like I understand what you're trying to do, and I wish you the best of luck with it. But you know, for most times, it's gonna be better when you're just in that brush to try to spot out some vision in case they are trying to do an invade, because that's gonna be more detrimental to your team than you potentially getting a first blood. So, and you decided to back off anyways, so I mean, nothing came out of that. And again, you didn't pick up Ignite, which kind of goes against the early aggression anyways. Okay, so we're going to be hopping around here, the lanes right now, because nothing too much happening so far. Thresh decided to go for the Ancient Coin start. I think in this match it would have been better to get the Relic Shield, but it's totally up to preference. The coin definitely scales a lot better into the later game, and definitely gives you better gold generation. Yeah, if you're going against Garen, you have to respect the silence that he's got. So mostly for trades, you want to wait until he uses it. Good play from Thresh. That's definitely what you want to do against the Leona. It stops your AD carry from being, perma-stunned. They weren't able to get to level 2 down bottom, and now they're going to be the ones pushing the tower. Oh, great combo from the red team. They burnt the flash. They should just stop right now. Just let it go. You gotta realize when you get an edge. I mean, you burnt a flash already. Okay, that's gonna be first. Oh, they must have gone pretty deep for that. Let's take a look at that actually. Oh no! Oh, mushroom! No. Mushroom. I guess they didn't go deep for that. Yeah, I mean, early game like that, if you get pushed out of lane, it's fine. Just go back, use your teleport. It'll be up by the next time that you need it this early in the game. And especially against the Garen, where you're going to be using a lot of your mana just to try to compete with them. Yeah, just burn that teleport easy. When you're going to go back and you're going to be building that Sheen first, pick up the mana crystal first. Because you need that extra mana in lane versus the extra AP. Because the damage you're getting out of that is zilch. So this is what I'm talking about with the Karma. You're able to go in and stick on her. And that's going to be kind of Karma's saving grace once Akali hits 6, is being able to stun her up there. Okay, Garen. This is... Look at all those minions. All those you are fighting her plus all of these minions here. You're not gonna win that. And you're level 4. Like, that's just not a good idea. Even with like how much Garen's able to soak up, you need to always respect the minions. And right now you wouldn't want to go and attack Aurelia. Just try to hit minions right now, man. Are they gonna try? Oh no, they went too deep. Gonna result in a kill for, yeah, went over to Draven. Draven gets his kill. Alright. So, same way now up here, Aurelia. Now that the enemy minions are pushing back towards you, you want to kind of take it a little easier. Yeah. Being a pre-6 Akali can suck sometimes, because there's not a whole lot you can always do about it. I mean, it's just like when you hit your level 6, that gives you an insane amount of power. So that early game trade-off is worth it. Just, you know, like right now, just go back. That way it's going to get pushed up. It'll reset. Because now you're dead. Good play from Hiram. And he burns the flash to get killed. It never fails to happen. Everyone always does that. It's always funny. Just like someone dying to a buff in Bronze Boot Camp. I love it. So, second buff. Gonna be going over to maybe no one. He's backing off right now. Draven having to flash out. They do get the kill. 1 for 1 so far. Thresh should be able to just get out of this. You don't want to go in. Skarner doesn't have enough damage. And you're going up against a high damage jungler and an 80 carry at this point. The best case scenario, you burn a flash. And that's very best case scenario. Okay. We're really trying to go down towards mid here. Karma's already shoved to her turret. So if you can, you know, try to sweep out this area or put a ward down so you can come back then. But you're going to be spending a lot of time right now just waiting for a gank. Skarner burned Ghost for that. I'm not too sure why. Yeah, just a little too over-aggressive there. And that is, yeah. I mean, if I could understand it more if Skarner was level 6, but I couldn't tell if Draven. I can't remember. I don't think Draven was even down there to help you out. And now blue team's going to be going for the first dragon. Because they got no one to really contest it right now except for Draven's ulti. Alright, so now blue team is the only one that knows the timer for the next dragon. Skarner's out of a buff. Which is, where is he right now? Okay, he's halfway to level 6, so he should go out, clear out his red buff. Try to make his presence known. Preferably in mid. Because you need to be trying to snowball at Akali at this point. Oh god. It's not wise. And you guys definitely got the aggression down, but you need the damage to back stuff like this up. Like I said earlier, this is about the time when Garen's regen will start to outmatch about anything Aurelia can do with her damage. And now Kha'Zix is 4-0-1. So the team that I thought was gonna be aggressive and able to, you know, snowball early is now on the opposite end of that. So Kha'Zix, I mean, get some things out of the jungle every once in a while, but you should be living in lanes at this point with how ahead you are. I mean, you have 2,000 gold. Go back. Go back, finish your spirit item. You can probably pick up something like a brutalizer too at this point. Good disengage, but they just right in the middle of the Leona ulti at this point. You gotta keep doing your attacks, Draven. It does not help when you're just walking back and forth. And what helps really there is if you have attack, move, and you use the tilde or whatever the key is for attack champions only. So that way, every time you step back and you're still in range, you can get an auto attack off. Instead of, you know, moving back and forth just because you misclick or something like that. Garen kind of going with a smattering of items here. 2 long swords, a ruby crystal, and a Doran's shield. He shouldn't be turning that. He should just like grab the brutalizer here.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Then I guess he'll be turning the ruby crystal into not too sure actually, because he should be going with a more armor centered item for his first item here. Oh shoot, is he still gonna get out of this? The exhaust does go down at this point. Skarner should have his ulti available. He does. He doesn't use it. And because that Skarner ulti now does do a pretty good chunk of damage when you get that 3 stacks on it. And you still had your other 2 people there. You probably could have gotten a kill off, because I mean Lucian was fairly low, so if he did come back in, you could turn the aggression back onto him to get a kill. But yeah, like I know the podcast has mentioned before, your ult is not a unique little snowflake. You need to be using it. Just sitting on it doesn't help you too much. And yeah, here we are, 13 minutes into the game. It's 23k to 15k. Skarner, are you gonna come in there? He does land the slow, but the flash gets him out in time. And now Kha'Zix is kind of in a bad spot. But the red team does not have a turret. Okay. A little bit of nothing to do there. Huh. I didn't see that. Let me go back and watch that. I'm just trying to watch what you're... Yeah. As a Kali, a huge part of your damage does come from popping that Q. So whenever you go in, that needs to be the first thing on your mind. Did you use your Q? Did you pop your Q? You need to get that off as soon as you can. So I mean, even Q before you use your ulti, and then that'll proc it, and you can possibly get a second Q up in that time to get enough damage off. Because I mean, your ulti and your E alone will not get you any damage.
Buying time for the rest of his team with that sacrifice.
Yes, he was, Draven. Buying time for his team. Okay, Dragon will be up in another minute here. Blue team still has good control. Skarner should know that... Oh, no, not again. What? What? Just ulti there? You just freaking ulti? Skarner's ulti is not a dueling tool. It's more for... helping your team pull in a high priority target. So I mean, what I was saying, you use that for a gank, or I mean, if you have to use it in a duel, you don't start the duel off with that. You get your 3 stacks off and then use it. And at any rate, you don't even have your spirit item completed. Kha'Zix has his spirit item completed plus a brutalizer, and you were already taking damage from the buff. There's no way you're gonna win that duel. Oh God! Yeah, no one expects the damage from the Q with Karma. It is just ridiculous. Are they gonna be able? Okay, they do pick that one up. So Kha'Zix's got a kill under his belt now. That's good. But in the meantime, blue team goes around, notices Kha'Zix in the bottom lane. They do get that next dragon. Oof, oofta. Yeah, so this 15 minutes in right now, 29k to 18k. This is not looking good in the slightest. Oh, that's what Garen's building, a black cleaver. It's not a bad item, but it's not the most efficient item you can get. I mean, hell, you're ahead at this point, so I don't fault you for building damage, but when you're building damage for Garen and you want armor penetration, go for Youmuu's. Youmuu's early in this game, this early in the game anyways, especially for against Aurelia, it's going to be doing more damage. You get that crit, which you can use with the auto attacks as well as your spin to win. It doesn't cost as much gold, so you can then go into doing more of your defensive items, and it gives you that speed boost on top of your other speed boost, which makes you pretty much, you know, like a friggin' drag racer. If you're gonna pick up Black Cleaver, you know, pick up the Brutalizer, then wait until later on to pick up the Black Cleaver. And I stand by Ghostblade on Garen. And you did back off Akali, but you know, just because your team is coming in at this point doesn't mean that you should be trying to go back in. Because yeah, you saw that one Q pretty much just took you down by itself. Okay, Ghostblade. Let's think of what it does. It gives you armor penetration early. It gives you 20 flat armor penetration. It gives you critical chance. It gives you movement speed and attack speed with the active. So why is that good for Garen? It's good when you want to get damage item on Garen. I'm not saying you should always buy it on Garen, but when you want damage, when you're ahead this early, he's 3-1 in 1. You know, I know it's the attack speed's not the best part about it, but as far as damage goes, it's better than Brutalizer. I've done the math on it. It's just a better item than Black Cleaver. Anyways, getting back. Oh my God! When did Kha'Zix get 9-0-3? Yes, this Kha'Zix stomp has begun, and it is basically over at this point. They do manage to take him down going into the turret here, but now the rest of the team should be able to clean up, getting the next turret and probably the game. So yeah, gotta remember the timers are pretty short right now. Are they gonna be able to pick this up? Might cost them their lives because they're not even halfway. They should probably just be backing up at this point. Lucian does get hooked in, but wow, there's not a whole lot of damage coming out of Draven at this point with just the IE completed. And that is without a death cap that she's been able to do that much damage. She's sitting on 3k gold right now. So those Qs are really, really going to start hurting once she goes back. Yeah. I personally really like using the mantra at W in a team fight because that gives you a lot more regen. That gives almost Karma 300. Great ulti to try to get away, but they are just really low at this point. Kha'Zix coming back in here with the... oh, he went back and picked up his Last Whisper. So, goodbye armor for everyone on the enemy team. And Akali, 57 CS, doesn't even have her Gunblade completed at this point. And no one's going to be able to stand up to Kha'Zix. Definitely going really deep at this point. And hey, there's the Great Skarner ult. Hey, oh, hey, Spork's in chat. Spork, you want to do the next cast with me the next game? Oh, there it is. Finally, Sword of the Occult picked up for Lucian, getting those stacks. A little late as it is, but hey, it's never too late for stacks. Just waiting to see this go down. Oh! Mushroom gets it! Last tick, Mushroom gets it, but now Garen's pissed off and he's just gonna ult. Does he have ulti up? He has ulti. What? Eh, whatever. Hurley is still dead. Oh, so where does this leave us? Hey, she gets her gun blade. Okay, so at this point, Karma and Garen have the right idea to keep pushing the other side lanes. I really hate it when people keep pushing the lane you already have super minions in. And there's the surrender. GG. It's not a great game for the purple team. So we'll be getting another game started here. I just need to get it set up. Thanks everyone for playing. We'll get the VODs from YouTube up as soon as possible. Let's see if we can get Spork in this here.
Hello.
Hey! Alright, I got another game coming up here. I'll invite ya.
Cool.
Alright, let's get some more people in here. Oh, okay.
Teams look slightly stacked at the moment,
Yeah.
but we'll see.
Oh. Oh, I didn't realize that guy was plat too.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, do you want to let him stay?
It's not a huge deal to me. Almost as long as you don't have like other people who are sub gold trying to get in. But
Uh,
you have to kind of counterbalance that a bit. Plat 2 is a very significant difference.
yeah.
Like, Plat 5's not bad because it's barely out of gold, really.
Mm-hmm.
But, I don't know. Yeah, I'm fine with it, whatever, really. But, I want to kind of bias the teams the other way around, I think.
Yeah. Switch like Jay with Jaga.
I was thinking the other way around, actually. Like, have the Plat on the team with more low-ranked people versus high-ranked people on the other team.
Well, he was. He had a bronze, silver, and an unranked.
Yeah. So I'm not trying to move a gold to his team, is kind of what I was thinking about.
Yeah, Jay is gold.
Mm-hmm, exactly. So like 2 golds, 2 silvers, and a bronze versus unranked bronze, silver, plat, and whatever. I don't remember Santana is. Because he left the team like a scrub, but now I can't see it. Oh, he's plat too. They're all plat 5, rather. Okay, there's 2 plats, and I'd probably have 1 on each team.
Mm-hmm. How is he? He's plat 5.
Plat 5.
Eh,
So what if we
let's see.
put a Asakusa on blue, put Santana on red, and then put, I don't know, call it. Sure, that works.
Yeah.
That works, I think. How's that look?
Alright, let's go with it.
I don't hate that. Doesn't look terribly average Elo-wise awful.
Yeah. I don't think anyone kicked you out, Craven. You just kind of left, I'm pretty sure.
Craven. Yeah. You just kind of pieced out. I was like, okay then. But you are OP at mid lane, so. We have to make you play something that's not mid. Who's the heretic and why are they calling him a heretic?
I think he's just playing on a Mac.
Oh. Oh yeah, because they got some crashing issues or something, don't they? Something like that right now.
Yeah. Okay, is everyone ready here?
Let's do this.
Jaga, you got it. All right.
Yay, champ select.
Champ Select indeed. This is the NA Battle Arena going live Tuesday nights as part of the Trinity Force podcast. You can check them out at www.trinityforcepodcast.com. Check out all the different podcasts there, from the Trinity Force proper to the Oz LOL podcast and everything in between, including the LCS Rundown and the Journey to 30 for the regular podcast that they do. Along with that, you can find out all of our information for our sponsors and Battle Arena and Bronze Bootcamp, which goes on just about every day of the week here in most of the major regions.
Yeah.
We'll see what time we got left after this game. This might be the last one I can do. If you want, you can you can take over. So, bands coming out for blue team: Morgana, Trist, and Kha'Zix.
It's all fairly normal.
I think that was just despite Tsunami from last game.
I mean, Kha'Zix is still fairly strong right now, too. It's not a bad ban.
Yeah.
Fizz and Jax and Ziggs, though, those are all a little different.
Yeah, definitely not like the most common, but definitely
I don't hate any of the
worthy of a
bans.
ban. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not the worst bans.
Yeah.
I mean, Fizz gets really obnoxious if he gets ahead much at all because of the super troll pull.
Mm-hmm.
Jax is going to Jax
I hate
eventually.
that.
And then Ziggs just wave clears forever. So.
Okay, Tsunami, I pronounce everyone's names wrongs on purpose. Okay? Like, one of the frequents that plays on Bronze Bootcamp, Shamwow. I just call him Shamwow. And that's good
I'm
enough
not
for
sure
me.
there's any better way to pronounce that.
Yeah.
I'd be impressed if you found a
ooh.
better way to pronounce that.
Tarek.
The first Tarek.
Yeah. That's a bold strategy, Cotton.
It's certainly bold, yeah. I'll give you that.
I definitely he's still a lot of fun to play in the bottom lane, but he's just so friggin' passive.
I'm not a fan of his. Cue angry messages from Frown Power because he loves him, so.
I've received so many messages from him from about Curse.
The dude loves Curse and he loves Tarek. I don't even know why he likes Tarek, honestly. He's like the most boring
I'm not
champion
sure.
ever, but
He is, like, compared to the rest of the supports in the bottom lane meta right now, he is really boring.
whatever floats your boat, man.
Yep.
I guess that's all there is to say to that, really. And Cassiopeia Hover, that's an interesting one.
Santana Champagne.
I've heard it. I haven't played it since the rework, but I've heard it's actually pretty weak.
It
They did
is-
just buffer this last patch, so I don't know if that helps
Yeah.
much. But I heard she was just really, really bad until super, super late game.
How the fuck is Tarek passive? You tell me how the fuck Tarek is passive. He's got a
there it
ranged
is.
stun. And that's all that he can do for an engage. I mean, yeah, if you're playing against a fairly immobile bottom lane, it can become pretty good. But
It's a ranged stun with a pretty slow travel speed.
Yeah.
So they just like, oh hey, look, the stun's coming, and then Valkyrie away and laugh.
Yeah, it's pretty laughable now.
Because they're just like, hey, look, I'm stunned, but I'm under my turret, so, whatever.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter to me.
So, yeah, especially against the Corki. I mean, he can Valkyrie in the middle of the stun, anyways.
Everybody can, because it's just it's so slow, really. You see it coming, you're like, oh, hey, look, he's stunning me. Dash away.
You haven't seen my Tarek assassin. I don't. God damn it.
I've heard he's claimed. I've never actually seen it either, and I play with him regularly, so I feel like it's an urban legend.
I don't know. I think he just like finds weird things to play, just so he can say that he's done it.
I think that's my job.
Oh, I love doing that too, but I think he does it man. Let's get back into picks here, because we're filling them up here. Vladimir for the top lane. Since they fixed his E, it's actually kind of scary.
He's been fairly solid, too. I don't know if it might actually be a decent pick against Nidalee. I'm not sure. Because Nidalee is so strong early.
Yeah, I mean,
Vlad's kind of weak early until he hits like 9-ish.
but once he hits
But he
level
sustains-
9 and gets
He sustains
that
really well.
Hex Tech Revolver, he'll be able to outpush and outheal Nidalee. And
Yeah.
honestly has better late game scaling. I'm excited to see the new Nidalee, because honestly, I have not seen her
Since the
since
latest
the-
nerfs, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been playing of the mind of unsure if she's still OP, so I'm just gonna keep banning her to be safe, because there's nobody else really fighting for her ban spot yet.
Mm-hmm.
So, but we'll see if it's enough. I'm curious to see if she starts getting played like full AP more again,
Yeah,
because
that's what
they
I
buffed
thought,
her
'cause they
AP
did.
ratios.
Mm-hmm.
So, we'll see.
Definitely, I still play plenty of ARAMs, and that's still the norm to build AP on her.
Oh well, that's because in ARAMs the spears are the important bit. You don't care if you can brawl; you just want to check spears all day.
Yeah, but I mean, like, all of your skills still have an AP ratio on them.
I think one of them does. Most of them do.
All of your things in Cougar form have an AP ratio. Like, the
Yeah.
only thing people built AD for was the Q in Cougar form.
And just auto attack harass, yeah.
Yeah.
Or E did, but I don't know.
Oh,
I don't play that
God.
much stuff.
I didn't even see the Shen jungle get picked up.
Oh, it's the Shen jungle.
Oof.
Slow.
It's
Fairly effective,
super
but really slow. Really, really slow.
Yeah, if you
and-
can land your taunt. I mean,
And apparently Fran was actually going to Tarek jungle, he claims.
he claims. He can claim whatever the hell he wants.
I wouldn't be that surprised. But yeah, I don't know. It's alright. And the new Ancient Golem will have helped us clear a lot.
Yeah.
It's because it does the percent health like damage just for being hit.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes even your terribly slow clears not completely awful.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas before you had to buy a Madridon to be even remotely useful.
Yeah.
It's 6 before everybody else hits 12 kind of thing. So we'll see.
Mm-hmm. He's definitely gonna have to focus mostly on ganking for his lanes.
Yeah. I mean, they're effective ganks if you land the taunt, though.
If you land the taunt, yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, you can say that for just about every other jungler.
Mm-hmm.
They land in CC, so.
Well, I guess if you're playing Tark, you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, the Tarek jungle.
Point and click.
Yeah. I feel like purple's borderline 80 heavy, but I guess the Corki and the Nidalee being both kind of hybrid
Yeah.
balances that more or less.
Well, Nidalee's still mostly AP. Like, even her Q in Cougar form does.
Yeah,
a
a lot of her
magic
damage is a lot of her damage is magic still. She's kind of 50-50, I think. But yeah. So I guess it's not terrible.
No.
I feel
So-
like if Vi plays it right, she can get a big advantage in the jungle Shen though.
Oh, yeah.
Clears so much better, so she can, and she does have very good early ganks. Really, level 3 Vault Breaker out of the bush is still highly painful.
Mm-hmm.
Not as good as level 6, but it's still solid.
Yeah.
Better than Warwick.
Yeah,
That's
not
for
much
sure.
you can do before level 6 with Warwick.
Nope. But I don't know.
Let's see. Mid lane is gonna be Zed versus Ari.
Cool. At high levels, it's a skill matchup.
Mhm.
At low levels, I have no idea. Probably still skill matchup.
It's still, yeah.
I
don't
feel
know,
like Ari. I feel like Ari has a harder time though, 'cause it's kind of on how good Ari is, not so much how good Zed is.
Yeah.
Because Ari has to land the charm as soon as Zed ults, basically, and if she misses that, she's
Well,
in
you
big.
do have the ulti to get away.
True, but
Yeah,
not
well,
a.
it's the only way to really like negate
Like
the
you,
damage.
you have to use your ult to run away. Basically, is the only way you're gonna
Mm-hmm.
be okay with that, unless you land the charm, which I believe they changed in like the last patch. They moved where his shadow was again,
So
which
it's
they keep
behind,
doing.
yeah.
I think it's behind now because like it was
Yeah.
behind, and they moved it in front, and now it's behind again. I think
Yeah.
is what it was.
Yeah, it's back to being behind.
Yeah.
So, Skin War here, Debonair Vi, Soul Stealer Vlad, and Hired Gun Lucian versus Headhunter Nidalee, Warlord Shand, and Shockblade Zed.
I'm not huge on the Debonair Vi or Warlord Shin for that matter,
Yeah.
but the other four skins are pretty good. A lot of people don't like Hard Gun Lucian, but I like it. So
I like
I'm
it for
weird.
the back animation.
The back animation makes it completely worth it.
Yeah.
But I just like it, just color palette wise better.
The gun part is kind of weird because it's like they seem so big and bulky.
The guns are a little big, but I just like its color palette better,
Mm-hmm.
and I like the shot color better than the pure white,
Yeah.
kind of more oranges, which I like. But
Yeah, that being
And
said, I
Soul
do
Stealer
have
Vlad
that
is
skin,
super awesome.
so- Oh, yeah.
that skin is so nice.
Yeah, I was going to get it, but I already have, like, Nosferatu Vlad.
I already had
I'm sticking with that.
Vandal Vlad.
Yep, I got
But
that one, too.
It was too good to pass upon that.
Mm-hmm.
I need to play more Vlad, just because that skin's so awesome. If nothing else.
With what seems like a reemergence of double AP comps, it's definitely a good pickup in the top lane.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, you're kind of devoid of any CC to bring to your...
Yeah, see,
But-
that's the biggest problem with the Vlad is
Mm-hmm.
you don't run over your lane early and you don't bring CC late game. You just bring a fair bit of damage and really hard to kill.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you can bring a lot of damage depending on how you build. Like, if you
Yep.
decide to go, like, Death Cap on Vlad as
yeah.
an early item, one EQ, and that chunks you down to half health, basically.
Yep. Oh yeah, no, he's terrifying late game. His passive just gets ridiculous with items. But
Yeah. I keep forgetting to change the overlays. Are you in the game yet?
Nope.
We're still waiting on Thresh's potato.
Yep. he needs to feed his hamsters.
Yeah, I mean,
They're starving to death running on that wheel.
let's see.
There we go. Finally.
All right. That's good. I was starting to run out of things to talk to you about
There's only so much you can really say when you're.
in the loading screen. Yeah.
It's like, hey, look, things happen eventually. Maybe.
Yeah. Thanks for making that awkward, Thresh. You did this.
You did this to us. Why?
Hey, all right.
My
I mean,
game timer says at 34 minutes.
yeah, it's fine. It does that.
There it
sometimes.
is.
It'll
Ah,
get
just
to
reset.
normal. Yeah.
That was weird.
Spectator mode. What are you gonna do? At least it works right now.
Yeah, at least it's finally unbroken.
Let's turn on chat for a second.
They're threatening. They're saying good luck, have fun, and they're refusing it.
Mm-hmm. You
Apparently.
can't tell me what to do. You're not my mom. Huh.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Okay, so it looks like Ari definitely going for more of the utility tree.
Oftentimes, I go to 9 utility in your mid later page.
Is that all you need to get the biscuit?
Yeah, it's 9 utility, but you take the biscuit instead of the extended buff duration.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. Some people prefer the biscuits. I prefer buff duration, but I think it's kind of a preference thing.
Yeah.
How bad do you want the cookies?
You gotta do it for the
30
cookie.
seconds until minions spawn.
Yeah.
Other than that, Nidalee grabbed traps at level 1. What's that? I don't know if Ari just walked over that one for spite.
I'm not entirely sure.
Okay, so they both put down wards in the banana bush.
Minions have spawned.
I don't get, like, I always see there's always more grouping from the red side early game. Blue team seems to just want to spread out in most of the games that I see, which is odd. I don't think Zed needed to put that ward down right there, because now, you know, when 3 minutes comes around, he's not going to have that ward for another minute, which makes him more vulnerable for ganks. Really. Yeah, that's why, like, if you're going to put your ward down, you got to do it almost immediately.
You want to do it at like 1 minute, maybe 1:30.
At the latest, yeah.
Yeah, because you got a 2-minute thing. You got a 2-minute timer before it comes back up. So.
Okay, Thresh this game going with the Relic Shield. How do you feel about Relic Shield on Thresh now?
It's okay. I tend to go the coin just because Relic Shield's not amazing on him, and Shirley is the best of the completed items in my mind.
Yeah.
It's really hard to argue with the team-wide speed boost. Like, it's just really hard.
Yeah. I'm surprised. Vlad's been able to actually...
It's actually harassing Nidalee down pretty solidly.
Yeah, he shouldn't be using his E, though. I mean, I think he should have gotten the pool second.
Yeah.
Well, early on, I mean, your E does more damage to you than you're doing to other people.
Yeah,
honestly.
Usually you kind of want the revolver before you really start using that heavily.
Yeah. I mean, once you get it, yeah, you can keep it at 4 stacks pretty much, as long as there's minions around.
Yep.
Before then, I like to just get that pool early so you have an escape should something happen, especially with your lane opponent decides to go for early level 2 aggression.
Yeah, the level 2 pool is just your really safe option. Especially if they early gank you or something. You want that. But, yeah.
Nothing too crazy happening yet.
Not really, just a lot of trading.
Vi is getting ready to try to get a gank, but I didn't see. Did Zed already use it yet? No, he did not use it.
There's the shadow. As Shen shows up bot lane. Oh, Flay goes the wrong direction. He pushes the Taric away.
Did he miss the shadow dash?
No, the shadow dash hit, but then, like, after they taunted Taric, then they exhausted him, and then they flayed him, but they flayed him to push him away instead of pulling him towards. So, that hurt. I forced the flash at Nidalee top lane, though.
Yeah.
His Zed is getting poked down pretty hard, actually.
Ari is almost out of mana at this point, though. So that's something you gotta be conscious of.
Well, true, it won't take a lot of her mana to force Zed to back right now. He's just so low.
Yeah, he'll probably have to go back before he's able to get his
Cutlass, yeah.
Cutlass, yeah. He's got enough to at least get a Vamp Scepter, which is good for now, and then he can probably go into the Magic Resist. That item.
Hex Drinker.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely won't want that early in this lane.
Oh, good for you. Good for you, Vladimir. Goes back, picks up 2 wards.
Nice, nice. I kind of would have almost preferred... Oh, I'm brawling in the jungle.
Yeah, that's really
So
kind of a little
Vi's
overconfident.
really low in the other team's jungle with no mana. That's what's known as not worth most of the time, and
that should be
she's
enough.
gonna die.
Yep.
Yep. That was just you gotta, if you're gonna invade, like, you gotta be at more than half health. Like, let's be straight here. You're putting yourself at a disadvantage to be in their jungle.
Oh, Thresh,
That's
man,
nice.
great.
That was a nice hook.
He's been landing a lot of those good hooks.
But like, if you're going into their jungle at less than half health, you're just begging to get murdered because they're gonna assume they're probably gonna collapse you, and you want enough health to be able to get away.
Yeah, Zed picks up the early brutalizer. I think he was thinking Nidalee's. I mean, Ari's gonna want to try to rush the Zonya's.
Zonya's, maybe.
Yeah.
Probably the wise choice. I don't know. I feel like I would have gone double long sword into the Cutlass. Not so much the Vamp Scepter, maybe not, but
Well, the Van Scepter to help with some of the harassment.
yeah,
down
yeah.
from Ari.
I totally follow that line of thought.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. It's too early to see whether Ari is gonna go armor or not. It's definitely, I think, where she should be going.
Yep.
Oh man.
Vlad is living dangerous, but he dodges spears, so that's okay.
Mhm. Okay, so where does this put us here? Vi coming back up top here to try to finish the job. Italy doesn't have Ignite, so there's not a whole lot of kill potential onto Vladimir at this point. Vlad just hit level 6. Vi just going for more jungle.
She just really wants to be in the other team's jungle, and she's... Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and she doesn't get over the Baron wall because Zed face tanks the Q.
Yep.
Nice.
Oh.
Oh, Vlad. Oh, Vlad.
Spear misses, and Italy is almost out of mana.
Rip.
There it is.
As soon as it came off cooldown, he is in trouble, really.
Yeah. That was a good reaction from the... Oh, wow. Ari going in super... Oh, Missy goes the other way. Oh. That was like ADHD. No. Yeah, ADHD Ari. Just press all the buttons, miss all the skill shots.
Press all the buttons and hope one of them hits. Doesn't always work that way.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, you gotta pace yourself with your ultimate, man. You got like 10 or 15 seconds
You gotta
until
read
that's
the
all... Yeah, gone. So you don't have to spam it all. If I had to guess, it looks like Ari is gonna go for a DFG first item.
Presumably. Pretty much either that or Merlinomicon, which I don't see why you'd really get that against this team. Other team might want one for dealing with Vlad, but
Yeah.
her team not so much.
Yep. See. Rush going in.
Oh, hey.
Oh, the Shen was coming. I didn't see the shield. That must
That's
have
why he
already
threw a
popped.
shadow that way, but okay. Okay, thing right there that Lucian should have done is he I think it was his Q. I can't remember now. Anyways, he spellcasted and then immediately went into calling instead of using his double tap and then calling. Like, you always want to use your passive procs just because there's so much damage in there. And it's not like it takes very long to, you know, cast double tap and then into calling. Like, it's hardly any longer, and you're getting a lot more damage out of it. Nice kill there.
Yeah. Yep. Anytime anyone with a dash can go forward, they will.
Exactly. Nice. Okay. Oh, that's a Ari who's dead.
Vi coming in a little too late to be any help. But
Still
he does get the kill, yeah. And assist. So overall, works out better for blue team.
Old was, yeah. Problem is that now is 2-1-1 versus the 0-1-1 Ari.
Uh-huh.
So, Well, team-wise, blue team got more gold. Per champion-wise, Zed has way more than Ari. Out of that. He's got over 1k gold lead already, actually.
Really?
1100. Yeah,
Yeah, 36.
pretty far ahead of
65,
TS
yeah.
too, so.
No one has put a ward at Dragon yet, or even in the river. Here we are
No.
at 11 minutes.
I kind of feel like after they got the 2-kill bot, and they probably should have just gone straight for the dragon.
Vi was still in mid.
Especially after Vi kill, yeah, and then Vi kills the Zed. Yes, you're short your mid laner, but they're short 3 people.
Uh-huh.
They probably could have gone for dragon there. I don't know. Italy is feeling risky today.
Yeah, if he doesn't
He
doesn't have vision.
couldn't get the Q off. He needed to drop a trinket ward in that bush. He can't.
Yeah.
He had it up, so instead of trying to walk into that bush, he dropped a trinket ward and just Q her, and she'll die. But instead, he walks into the bush and just gets murdered because he doesn't see her till it's too late. This game is like super aggro.
Yeah.
I'm surprised there's not more kills than there is actually.
I mean, it started off pretty slow, but yeah, once we hit that
Last
first
like
kill,
5
it
minutes,
kind of
everybody's
exploded.
just all aggro all the time. Not always getting killed, but certainly fighting a lot.
Oh. Okay, Vi is back in mid lane looking for some blood. Zed still has his shadows down. For sure. Yeah, for
But
another 4
Chen-
seconds.
Has ult.
Okay.
And moves a grand total of 4 feet. But you know,
Yeah.
still got the shield. I'm having a hard time trying to figure out who's winning these trades top lane, really. Looks like it's in Italy.
Yeah, there's your answer.
It's largely the execute, I think, that's winning her the lane, too. Like, they're trading pretty well evenly, but then she just switches to Cougar form and the executes more damage than Black can heal back.
Yeah.
Oh, Vi misses the Ballbreaker. And then ults the Thresh. I feel like she would have been better off ulting the Corki,
Uh-huh.
because he had more health, and
Oh,
Thresh-
teleport coming down from Nidalee now, and
Oh,
Zed, so
versus
this
the
is just
spear
going
by
to be a
air. That's
cleanup.
actually really bad. Yep.
They do get the 1 kill, now Zed's going to be backing off. Vi, what the hell?
That was super manly. I can Tarek get the stun. Can't
No.
flash stun. So. Zed's
Yeah.
gonna get away. Well, that was interesting.
Yeah. I would have rather Vladimir like gotten his Hextech revolver than gone into some magic resist instead of rushing his Woda.
Full wood is not a bad thing now since they changed it. Like I think it was this season they changed it.
No, like I'd say go get your Woda
Yeah.
later on, but especially when
Yeah.
you're already this behind to a Nidalee, you want to start getting some
True.
defensive items.
A spirit Visage would be really huge for him right now.
Yeah.
If the very least, the Spectre's Cow, he really needs that.
Yeah.
Interesting that Vi rushes the Sheen.
Vi or Nidalee?
Vi.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
I was
assuming
looking
that
at
means
Shen,
she's going.
Yeah.
I'm assuming she's going Trinity Force Vi.
Yeah, it looks like it.
I'm not a huge fan of Trinity Force Vi unless you're like super far ahead.
Well, she does have 4 kills already.
Yeah, but she also has 3 deaths.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like you need to be because you're giving up a lot of defense by spending all the money on Trinity Force, and like you're Vi, you are getting all up in people's faces all the time. You know.
And it does, like, the damage that you get once you complete that Trinity Force is off the charts.
Oh yeah. Damage is insane, but the thing is, if you're not far enough ahead, you can get defensive early enough that the Trinity Force delaying it doesn't matter. Is you're gonna be in a world of pain just because you're so deep all the time.
Yeah.
Whereas, yeah, it's gonna hurt, but she's probably gonna die for it because she's not gonna get defense stats till way too late.
Yeah.
So, nice,
Man, yeah,
decent hit point there.
Direction, yeah, just been landing every poke that he needs to.
Yeah.
They could be doing dragon right now.
They certainly could be. And they're picking at it, so it looks like they're gonna actually go do that.
Yep. Maybe. Maybe not.
No, maybe not. Yeah, they're all way too low now. They need to just go straight for dragon instead of try and play with the Lucian some more. Because he just got enough rise down that they can't safely do dragon anymore. Like early game, the dragon is worth so much. Also, I missed the fact where blue team got mid turret. When that happened.
Can't remember.
I don't remember seeing that. Apparently they did it, which is good. But okay.
So yeah, since blue team was posturing in mid, and they knew that red team went back, now they have their opportunity to get dragon finally at 17.5 minutes.
Yeah,
I shouldn't have said that. Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter. They could have seen it anyways. Because some people like to cheat and watch the stream.
There's a ward on Baron from red team right, or dragon right now.
Okay,
Two of them
so
actually. Yeah, they definitely know.
What do you think about getting your the Blade of the Rune King on Zed now and like rushing for it?
I mean, it's not near as good as it used to be, but I'm not really sure if there's a better option.
Well, like for the 1800 gold, you can get
yeah.
Wow, I can't think of it. The Hex Drinker.
True. But I mean, he's already winning the lane, so I think he's just looking to snowball it some more. He's not too worried about getting chunked down by the Ari because he's winning every trade already easily. So he just wants to make it so that he can take out the rest of her team as well, not just her. That was entirely unnecessary flash by Ari because there was, like, she wasn't flashing our minions to charm them, and so he flashed into point blank to charm them. Seems like a waste.
Well, especially when she was only able to chunk Zed down to half health.
Yeah.
Lucian, on the other hand, gets him really low, and
That
Zed
was-
just going all the way back in here.
Okay. Problem was he just
You gave him.
yeah, he
wait,
just-
no, it was a
no, wait,
shutdown
no.
on. That was a shutdown on Lucian.
let's try it on Lucian. Zed not? I thought Zed had a killing spree on his name too.
Thought he did, but I guess someone took that off of him.
Yeah. Huh. Weird. Italy is just dominating this top lane though. So, like, the bot lane's doing pretty well for blue team, but the soul lanes are just getting dominated.
And a teleport coming in from Vlad here, and teleport coming in from Italy. On the other hand,
Not the best choice of mains to teleport onto because it was right in the middle of the box, so he got
Yeah.
slowed as soon as he landed. Yeah, they're probably gonna lose this mid turret regardless of the teleport actually.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Another thing that's my problem with the Vi looking like she's going Trinity Force is her team's far enough behind. They need somebody to soak damage for them,
yeah.
you know. And she is
Double
not
charge.
doing that right now, at all.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
So let's see if she keeps going down that road or if she just sticks with the Sheen and then builds a tank item next time she backs. I don't know. No, plus side, Lucian's doing very well for blue team, so we'll see if he can actually carry this.
Yeah. These are 30 CS and 3 kills up. And 5
5
assists.
assists.
Yeah, that's bigger than the kills.
He's 9 to 10 kills that he was a part of, which is a lot. Nice blue steal by blue team though.
Yeah, Vi's been able to keep tabs on pretty much all of The
Not that it's actually that important for purple team.
not as far as a
it's a
buff
m-
standpoint, yeah.
No, it's a jungle Shen and a mid lane Zed, neither of whom really care at all.
Mm-hmm.
Zed does a little bit, but it's not near as big for him as it is for an
And
Ari.
if they could hand it off to Corki, that'd be
Yeah. Oh, Zed messed up the shadows, but does still tilt the back. I don't love the Bloodthirster rush on Corki.
no.
It's just not that good as a rush anymore.
I mean, you can get that as like a third item on Corki, and that's good.
Oh yeah, it's great like third item in most AD carries, really. But first item, if you're going a BF Sword item first, you should probably be going Infinity Edge.
Mm-hmm.
I almost feel like Corki should be finishing his Trinity Force before that anyways. Like, I guess if he
Yeah.
backs 1,500 gold, I'd buy the BF Sword just because, you know, BF Sword is amazing. But I wouldn't finish I'd go straight into Trinity Force from there then.
Yeah.
Just 'cause it's so good on Corki. So very good. Also, it looks... I'm not sure if the daggers for his boots or for his Zeal. Generally, you're better off going Phage second, not Zeal second for your Trinity Forces on him.
Yeah.
But
And,
we'll see.
Well, even with boots, Sork shoes are a good
Yeah.
investment.
Well, you can kind of go either way with him for boots,
Yeah,
really.
it's-
He's pretty flexible,
Yeah.
but... I don't know.
Okay. So Ari does complete her DFG at this point, but I don't think there's anyone on the team who can really pop.
I mean, she could pop most of the
Bro.
team, but she's not landing her skill shots, which is the
You
problem.
still think from, like, if she gets everything, she can get someone from 100 to 0?
It's still an Ari with the DFG at 23 minutes. It's not as effective as it would have been earlier,
Yeah.
but if she lands the charm, then goes DFG in full combo and doesn't miss anything, then yeah, she can zero out pretty much. Probably not the Shen. But the carry, she should all be able to zero out. And fairly easily at that. She just has to land the charm more than anything else. And she's been missing that a lot, really. That's the key thing with Ari is you have to hit that charm. Because so much of her power is actually loaded into that. Like, her base ratios are actually pretty bad, but the damage amp on charm is huge.
Yeah,
Which is what brings
thanks
up
to
the
the
actually
class
strong.
set of nerfs.
Thanks to Faker and friends at Worlds last year, pretty much. Nice flash taunt by Shen there, though. That was
Does
huge.
get it in. Zed going all the way down to the back line here. Should be able to get the kill on. There's the pop. The Ari going in just immediately gets killed. That should be a clean aim.
Well, that was not good at all for blue team. Huge flash taunt there from Shen, though. Got two people with it.
Yep.
And they did not see him coming. But that was just kind of messy. And, like, if you notice how many people are low on purple team,
Uh-huh.
like, blue need to just focus their damage way better. There's so many low people who are, like, flashing. There's, like, 3 people flashing,
Yeah.
but none of them died.
And red team has the luxury of having like a high burst damage, so they don't have to focus people as much, and they can still be effective. But because you have people like Vlad and Vi who
Oh, and Vice,
Yeah.
also, Vi saved her ult at the very end of that fight.
really,
Yeah, like, everybody else is dead when Vi ulted. Which is not, like, in a fight like that, like, the first thing you want to be doing as Vi is seeing, okay, who do I want to kill, and immediately, just as the fight starts, boom, ult them.
yeah.
Because you want to take them out for as long as possible, as early as possible.
And I didn't get
So
a
your team
chance.
can kill them early.
I didn't get a chance to say this earlier, but as Vi, when you're going in the gank and you have your ult, use your ult first. That way you get it off, and you can immediately use your Q after to guarantee getting that knockup.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, your ult has a long range, so you don't necessarily need the Q for the gap closer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If you can avoid using the Q until after you've ulted, great. I mean, sometimes you can get a solid gank without even needing to ult because they're too pushed or whatever, and you don't need to blow it, which is great. But if it's something sketchy, ult them, and as soon as they land, Q them backwards because they're going to be knocked up and out of control for like 3 seconds or something like that, which
Okay.
is huge. And
Shen's
Oh.
within. Oh, Vi going all heavy damage. Yeah.
Vi going pop
Yep.
would be the technical definition of that. really not really suboptimal use of the ult by Ari there, though.
From
I was just Ari. It was just didn't do much of anything really.
yeah. Oh, Zed. Hey, Zed stole the wolf.
Blue team's turret has been
Cheeky bastard.
Well, no, he's a ninja. In fact, if you look at the tooltip, he's in fact a flippin' ninja.
I love those little buffs that people get.
That is the best one. Is the ninjas are a flippin' ninja.
I don't know, the one for when Zillion's in the game with Volibear is pretty good.
What's that, Bear Hater or something like
Yeah,
that?
you get like a buff called like Armored Bear Hater or something.
Oh yeah, that's not bad. I'm a fan of the ninja one though.
Gangplank and Misfortune get the pirate buff.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of fun interactions like that in the game.
Mm-hmm.
When Zyra gets hit by Leona passive, she grows.
Where their plants grow.
Oh, her model does too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she gets bigger. Like you don't. It's not super obvious.
It's like that one extra HP that you can mitigate with
Like if you-
sunglasses from
Oh,
Leona.
yeah. Like if you look at it from like a side angle, not like the top angle the game is usually in, it's actually fairly significant. But just because of the top angle, you don't notice it near as much.
Huh.
But she is actually notably bigger when she gets hit by Leona passive, which is really hilarious.
Alright, so blue team 5-man pushing at this point.
Which is a risky proposition considering how badly they lost last game.
Yeah. They should just be trying to set up ganks and picks.
Their team comp, honestly, it's a pick comp. Like they should be warding up the enemy jungle, clearing out stuff, and just looking to pick off somebody with charm and Vild and Carrick stun.
Yeah.
Just finding somebody and just exploding them. They're not really a good siege comp. They're not awful, but they're not great. Or with another mischarm.
Okay, so oh jeez. Tarek, yeah, is incredibly low at this point.
They do get the tower though.
Yeah. And they do now have their top tower pushing towards them. Pushing for them.
That they do, but they've also got a purple team who looks very angry.
Yeah.
And a very determined looking Nidalee.
Who got a Haunting Guys.
Yeah.
Vi going in super deep at this point. And the rest of her team predictably is not able to follow up. Ari is nearly dead since she can't do anything else.
Okay.
And Vlad, yeah.
Yeah, blue team got way too confident there after catching Nidalee with the charm. Like, they should have, like, when they catch her with the charm and chunker, they should have been like, sweet, that should make them stop chasing us, and then just left. But instead they went, sweet, we hit her with the charm, let's engage on them. Which was a terrible idea because they were already low and they saw what happened last team fight.
Yeah,
Ooh, Lucian though is...
Kinda happened. Oh, wow.
This is his game, really.
Yeah, he's got most of the gold. He's got a 3k gold lead over Corki at this point.
He's massive, but the question is he big enough to counteract the fact that his soul laner got lost really hard? Oh,
He's going really, really freaking deep.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that was a little too deep. He almost could have gotten away there, too.
Yeah.
Because Shen shorted the taunt. Like, he went, like, the lowest range taunt instead of max range, which would have actually hit him.
And now everyone just going in solo queue style. One by one.
Oh, that was not a good engage by Ari there.
No.
Nice charm land, but you don't go in 1v3 against a team that's beating you. Especially when you don't have a kill.
Yep. That's the problem when you try to rush, when you get DFG. It was when you get behind, you're lacking stats that you could have gotten with other items.
Yeah.
You can't blow up people.
I mean, the DFG lets you blow up people better, but it makes you so squishy if you're behind. She really should have gone for the Zanyas first, I think. And yeah, she would have lost some kill potential with that. But she wouldn't be getting like 3 shot by Corki.
Yeah.
Which is bad. And it would really enable her to play more aggressive because if Zed ults her or something, then she just hits Zanya's and laughs.
Okay, they're definitely signaling to go back here, but now they got. Oh wait, Nidalee
At least
cancels the
started.
teleport.
Yeah, cancel the teleport there. Not sure about that.
Huh. Okay, so Shen got Wit's End now. That's fine. A damage item for Shen is definitely one that works well with him. But I think he would have been fine just, building tank for his team as well.
Yeah, it's a bit of a trolley thing, but it does make the Shen a lot more intimidating when he doesn't have you taunted. 'Cause otherwise, he's kind of if his taunt's on cooldown, he's not super intimidating in the team fight. With the Wit's End, he's a little more intimidating. So
Yeah.
that is a thing. Oh, just misses the taunt there. Oh, that charm was huge.
Oh man.
Wow.
Oh yeah, the last tick of Ignite.
Zen managed to barely get to the Lucian, but that was the huge charm that Ari needed to be landing all game.
Yeah. It's just too late. Yeah, once Lucian went down, the team fight was already won for red team.
The only way Blue's going to win this fight is if Lucian doesn't get focused. The problem is the other team is a Zed. Who's very good at focusing down a single target.
Yeah. This Nidalee build is definitely interesting, if nothing else.
Yeah. It's pretty heavy magic pen. Which I don't hate. Like, it's a solid option.
And the thing that throws me is getting the Aegis.
Yeah. I guess it was like, well, build something defensive and let's go with that. It helps deal with the Vlad.
But she's also been like split pushing most of the time.
Well, this is true. It's not great for split push Nidalee.
Yeah.
I feel like it would have been better on the Thresh or something. Or the Shen for that matter. But I mean, I don't know. Yeah, the fact that she's split pushing all game pretty much. Well, a lot of the game rather. She has been actually been a fair bit. But the split pushing does lower its effectiveness.
Yeah. Okay, so
Gold total is a lot closer than you'd expect. Look at the score though. Holy crap!
Yeah.
A 3k gold difference for an 8 kill difference.
Yeah, well, 3 tower differential too. I can't remember. I think.
Yeah, 3 towers.
They have they even gotten a dragon?
Which Blue has got
Blue.
the first dragon.
They got the first one. Okay.
Yeah. I guess a lot of it has to do with the fact that the Vlad's 06 one, so he's just not worth anything at all.
Yeah, at this point, yeah.
So.
Yeah. Blue team's starting to pick up a lot more armor at this point now, which is good.
Yeah. Also, Lucian has a massive CS advantage.
100
CS advantage on anybody in the game, which is pretty significant.
Now they're trying to set up for a pick here, but
yeah, which isn't a bad choice, but
they don't have any forward vision to anticipate.
They're far
who's
too
coming.
sprawled out for this. Oh, and Thresh gets murdered through the Shen shield.
They do trade for Tarek though.
Yeah.
Can't do too much of anything.
Oh, 4-man taunt.
Jeez.
Wow, that was nice.
That's not where you want his Zonias.
Not a great spot for Zanya.
You just gave him the chance to catch up to you. Goodbye.
Yeah.
There he goes.
Kind of hoping that was a fat finger thing.
Yeah.
Not the place you should be Zanya's thing. Unless he thought his tower was still up or something. But
Oops, they didn't. Lucian goes back, picks up a Guardian Angel.
yeah, he needs that.
Well, if they do manage. they're not focusing the turrets, so it's a miracle that they got one of them.
And Corky is about to cry, I think. Oh, Vi misses though. But she has a red buff, so she'll catch him eventually.
Triple kill.
I keep falling like a second behind of you.
Oh, really? Weird.
Yeah.
I think it'd be the other way around. So I'm also watching the baseball game right now too. So. If anything, I think I was the one behind because I'm streaming 2 video feeds at once. Weird.
No, you're really going, oh, Vi misses it. I'm like, oh, she does? Dang it.
Yep. She's had a lot of really close misses in this game, actually. It's been so close, yet so far. Vi actually has more kills than Lucian does.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty much
yeah.
It's basically the two of them.
Versus
The Tarek's doing
world.
alright. Versus the other team.
Yeah.
And I mean, like the Corky, while he didn't win lane, isn't that far behind.
Uh-huh.
Just Lucian's just far ahead, largely off of like a CS advantage
And, 9 kills.
and 9 kills. But Corky has 7.
Yeah.
Like he's not super far behind, and it's decent items. He's a full item back, but it's a defensive item, so not as crucial for damage output. Well, not at all crucial for damage output, really.
Well, I mean, you can't do damage when you're dead.
Yeah, that's the thing. Oh, Corky! Oh, Corky!
Oh, man.
That is decidedly not where you want to be. Also,
The lantern?
not really
Oh,
where you want to flash.
Yeah.
You kind of want to see the flash to get over the Baron Pit wall, not to flash into the Baron Pit. Well then. In related news, that makes people go pop. Oh, not Vlad's chasing. Vlad's chasing. He needs like a Q.
You
A single Q.
should be able to get it.
You'll have to walk out of the bush eventually.
Just pool into the bush, lad. Pool into the bush.
Oh!
Nuh-uh.
There-
Nuh-uh.
Is he seriously going to survive? Holy crap, he's actually going to survive.
Oh
this.
my god. Oh my
Wow.
god.
Oh, Blue got baited got just juked so hard in those bushes. Holy crap.
Pool into the bush. He can't hit you and
He's-
you do
he
damage
doesn't
to
even-
him.
He doesn't even need to pull into the bush. He was full health. He just needed
Yeah.
to walk into the bush. And he was loaded up. A single Q would have killed him.
Uh-huh.
All it would have taken. You just needed to just walk into the bush and go, hi, you're dead. That's all he needed to do. I needed to. Oh,
I wanted to see
That's
that
gotta
Zed
burn.
die.
that's gotta burn for
Yeah.
Blue. Like, seriously? He got away? We had like 4 people around him and he got away. So annoying.
Okay. Red team gonna be starting off Baron.
Yeah, and Blue is doing nothing.
They just got their thumbs up their asses at this point.
Yeah, they had no vision. They had no
Yeah.
vision at all.
And they had an opportunity when they killed Corky to put some vision back down.
Yeah, this late in the game, you need to have a ward on Baron all times.
Yep.
There is no excuse not to have one, and if you don't, that happens. They just sneak a Baron while you're right nearby, and they come out and you're like, oh, crap, they have Baron. Well, that's not good. And then they just chase you down the mid lane like they're about to.
Uh-huh.
That was an incredibly manly move by Lucian there. Holy crap.
So, I mean, blue team would be fairly strong in the Baron pit
Yeah,
with the 2 AP.
the Vlad would be a nightmare. I mean, he's far behind, but still.
Yeah, when you get a chance
no.
to have AoE output.
When you can just sit
With
there
the
and just
Baron
spam
debuff.
E and watch them all die.
Yeah. I haven't been watching the Vlad to see, but normally, like, once you have as much health as you do, you should be keeping your Tides of Blood.
Yeah, once you
Always
pretty much
at
as soon as
full
you get
stack.
the revolver, keep it stacked.
Yeah.
Because once you have the revolver, you pretty much heal as much as you lose,
Uh-huh.
and then you just get the self buff from having it stacked up. So there's no reason not to keep it stacked.
Yeah. Oh god. We can get the pop? Nope. But in the meantime, we still got 3 people pushing in the bottom lane and Italy pushing in the mid.
Yeah.
So Lucian does have home guard. So could be
Wow.
able to come out. Oh god, bye. You don't have that much damage.
Okay, I feel like Tarek should have used the stun on the Corki there, not the Thresh. Like, he had to stop chasing Corki and then turn and then stun the Thresh. So if you know it was that close to being on cooldown, he should have just kept chasing after the Corki, stunned him, and he should have died, I think. I mean, they didn't lose bot tower at all, they just lost mid.
Yeah, they lost.
Well, mid stayed down, rather.
Yep.
But, so, I mean, it's probably as good a defense they probably could have had. They did overcommit a little bit to the Zed top lane, but they didn't actually, like, they didn't lose it because of it. They didn't lose anything. But I feel like Purple Team could have taken advantage of that more and gone, hey look, they've got 2 of their primary damage dealers chasing the Zed up. We can just dive this tower and take it.
Uh-huh.
But they ended up not, for some reason, so.
Let's see. Kind of hoping Shen's not thinking about building Trinity Force.
I think he's thinking, he's either thinking about Trinity Force or Static Ship.
Neither one's a good thought.
Both are amusing.
Yeah.
Both are highly amusing. I mean, he is already pretty tanky.
Yeah, but I mean, you can get tankier.
Well, yeah, the smart choice is build tankier. The fun choice is build Trinity Force.
Yeah.
So,
I think Static Ship would be funnier.
True.
He's already just moving so fast in the jungle.
Well, it is in Mobius too, which helps.
Yeah.
He's just zipping around everywhere.
Like, walking like that was never meant to carry you that fast.
Looks like they're wanting to do like a Fnatic death push or something. But they picked a terrible bush because nobody on blue team's running anywhere near there.
Uh-huh.
They just need to, yeah, they just need to force down this mid, or this bottom in hit turret. Guys, no. Ugh. They had Shin and Thresh face thinking that Cork and Italy needed to just finish off that turret instead of backing off.
Yeah.
They just, like, they had a perfect opportunity to take that, and they just kind of threw it away, and they're not going to have an opportunity like that probably for another couple minutes, because all blue team is now there. Which is less than optimal. How come Tarek's not optimal? It's okay.
They already
Yes.
burned the box here. You get 2-man stun onto the tankiest members. Lucian's still in the backline trying to do work. The Zed's coming down from the
As Vi
backside.
went through and
They
gets
do get
out.
the
Are you for
exhaust
real?
on.
Wow. Vi just 1v3'd and lived.
Yeah.
I was sure she was dead. I'm like, look, good job for taking out 3 of them at once and just keeping them occupied. And then she actually gets out. They unfortunately, however, lost the Nexus turret and are dangerously close to losing another one.
Yeah.
And there goes the second one.
And hey, Shen's back now. Full health.
Shocking.
I'm surprised Shen hasn't been split pushing at all this game.
Yeah. It's still working pretty well for them though.
Yeah.
So
But I mean, like we said earlier, they could have been, you know, doing.
the problem was, I don't know. They already had Nidalee split pushing,
Yeah.
and she is like, I don't know.
But I mean,
I
overall,
they could
Shen
have
doesn't do
done a
too much
1-3-1
sitting
split,
there.
but yeah, he was getting decent gauges though. So I'm not gonna argue too hard against it.
Uh-huh. It's just odd to see it, you know, the Shen on a team not split pushing.
That it is.
Red team has slain the dragon.
Yeah, they probably could have gone for 1-3-1 pretty easily actually, because Thresh and Italy Corki is pretty decent to disengage. And
Yeah.
pretty good at or not Italy, rather.
Well,
Zed.
they were doing
Fresh
a
Torch and Zed.
1-3-1 already with Zed in Italy.
That's true. Zed kind of was, wasn't he? But I guess kind of like they got 3 split pushers and they can only have 2 people split pushing. So
Yeah.
that's true. Might have been better off having Zed not be the split pusher because he can. Zed or Nidalee, really. Probably Zed because he doesn't have teleport, and he can harass better than Shen can.
Uh huh.
Just check shurikens versus not much else for Shen.
Yeah. Well,
Target
Zed's
people.
now full items, got double elixirs.
And he ulted into a 3v1 against a Lucian with his GA up. That was a fair.
Yep. Does land the charm. That might cost him quite a fair bit here.
I don't mind.
Yeah, blue team could keep going on this dude. Vlad could teleport. I know he doesn't have teleport out.
Nice charm
He
on
is
the
coming in.
That fight went completely pear-shaped for purple.
Yeah. Yeah, now Vlad's here and they'll be able to push down mid. No, don't back. Don't back. Keep going.
Oh,
Why
yeah.
is Vlad backing?
Oh.
Vlad, you're full health.
Because exposed Nexus and minions.
Oh,
That's
God,
why.
you're right.
Vlad has to deal with those minions, otherwise they're gonna lose the game.
Can't catch a break.
Nope. Well, that was an interesting move by the Vi.
Oh, yeah, but like the third
Made you
time.
live.
Yeah.
Rest in peace,
They
Corky.
still have time, so they should be able to pick up that inhib.
Yeah, they need to back out now, though.
Yep. Yeah,
Zed,
throw down Aurora,
Zed.
back off.
Notice the GA on that Lucian. You don't want to ult the guy at the GA, because he's not gonna die.
Uh-huh.
Worst case scenario, he comes back, he, air quotes, dies, and then comes back at 30% health anyways, and then you've used everything you can do, and he just runs away and laughs. You gotta pick your targets better than that.
Were you gonna stick around to do another game?
I can.
Okay. You can cast. You can.
I can't stream, though.
Oh.
I don't know the upload speed.
Okay. So yeah, if you wanted to get into another game here, join the in-game chat channel T-Force. We'll be posting information there for the private game name and password. The next one here won't be streamed, but we'll still have a fun game together. If you were in this game or the game before it, I'll be getting the uploads onto the YouTube channel by tomorrow. Definitely
And
by the end
Vi
of the
just
night, yeah.
quit.
Yeah, I don't know
Really
what
did?
happened there.
It better not have been a rage quit.
I don't think
That's
so.
really uncool.
Yeah. I had my first rage quit in like forever a couple days ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the enemy team Jarvan was just doing work, and then their Lucian took the white from him, so he just AFK'd at white camp.
Oh, one of those guys.
Yeah. It was hilarious.
Yeah, the ones who think they're so awesome and then act like 12-year-olds.
Well, he was doing awesome at the beginning of the game. That's
Sure.
He like rushed all damage, so he could 100 it to 0
Oh, yeah.
everybody.
Yeah. Now Ari's the one targeting the dude with the GA. Come on, guys. And she doesn't even pop
You're
it.
going so far, Ari.
Oh, so close, and she doesn't quite get it.
Yeah, Vive's still gone. Remember, guys, if it was an accident, you can pause the game. Just do /pause.
Yeah.
Even though there's 3 minutes behind.
Yeah, that's the thing. Make these games with pausing them so when somebody DCs, you can pause it.
Yeah.
Like, you kind of should have done that, I think.
Yeah, we do all of our
Not
games.
sure it's going to do a lot different, but it might.
Oh, never mind. Vive's back.
Wait. When did they get both Nexus starts on purple side?
I don't know, actually. It's just
missed
like
that.
these things keep happening, and we keep
They took the
missing them.
inhibitor and then had to back off.
Yeah, I don't know.
Did super minions take it?
Maybe.
I'm just gonna start rewinding until I see when that happened. I'm like, I don't
I
remember
really
that
want to
happening.
know now. Yeah. Lucian. Okay, if Lucian's going off grabbing red buff, the rest of you guys need to wait. He is your still main source of damage. And especially when you're pushing to get the Nexus, you you got no damage to back it up.
Yeah. Okay, I can't even. When I try and jump backwards, it's not actually changing the turrets and inhibitors situation.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I can jump back to like 3 minutes, and it says there's an exposed inhibitor on both sides and no Nexus turrets. So I don't know when that happened, but I completely missed that memo.
Okay, Zed jumping in here. Ari did Zonya's the damage coming out from the Zed all, thankfully. Whereas Lucian and all Lucian's still in the backline, 100% health. He's been doing a good job of kiting out a lot of the damage.
Also, he just sold his boots.
He did for Zephyr.
Which is a solid option, actually, against this team.
I guess so, yeah.
Makes the taunt less effective,
Yeah.
which is huge.
He still does
And
get the
Lucian's mobile
cooldown
enough.
reduction, yeah. So you're not
Yeah, he
sacrificing
gets
that.
real nice cooldown reduction. And Lucian actually probably carries more of a cooldown reduction than move speed because
well,
of his
he did
E.
sell his Ionian boots, so I mean, he's still losing 5%
Oh, did he
cooldown
have?
reduction.
Did he
yeah.
have Ionian boots?
Yeah.
I didn't notice that. I assume they're Zerkers.
I like Ionian better on Lucian.
I still stick with the Zerkers just out of habit, but I don't hate Ionian.
Thresh, I'd be saving your wards for either places closer to your nexus or closer to the enemy's nexus. Throwing them down in the river there is not going to save you too much.
Yeah.
Especially when you're only limited to those 3 wards now.
Like, you want one on Baron, maybe one on Dragon,
Mm-hmm.
and otherwise you want them like right around the wall as your base, pretty much, so you can see people trying to pick somebody off or something. This game is just like all running up and down mid lane, really.
Yeah.
The problem is there's 2 exposed inhibs on blue side versus only the 1 on purples. Which means they could divide and conquer and cause some serious problems.
Okay, Baron coming up in 2 minutes here.
Yep. Let's see if it lasts that long. If it does, that'll probably call the game,
Yeah.
I'd imagine.
I don't think it will.
No,
We
I
have all
doubt
of
it.
red
Really.
team recalling at this point.
I don't know. I feel like there's a good chance whoever takes Baron will win the game. But it might not. But it's close enough right now. Everybody's laying up game.
Oh, Ari gets the big bomb in her face. Lucian, you got to save that dash for after Zed comes on you.
Okay, one thing I want to touch on. Vlad has Iranduins.
Yeah.
Not a fan of that on Vlad. The thing with Vlad, because of how his passive works, you actually get more health. Wow. You get more health from AP to health than AP from health to AP.
Uh-huh.
Like you're more gold efficient to buy AP over health.
So something like
Even
a
though they convert each other.
Rylai.
Well, that and he's already got the armor from his Zanya's. So like you'd actually get similar health and you do way more damage if you bought like I don't know, like a death cap or something.
Well, I think Rylai would have been a good.
Rylai's would have been solid.
'Cause you get 400 health and 100 AP out of that.
Yeah, actually, Rylai's is really nice on him too, just because it gives him CC on everything, and he doesn't really have much CC to start with, so
Yeah.
that is actually pretty significant.
This looks like it's gonna be the game. Vi doesn't even get the kill onto Zed. How sad. Good game.
Just looks suspiciously endish, yep.
Yep.
Italy just can't get either of these people to die.
All right.
There we go. Now she gets the Vlad. That's that.
Yep. So that's the end of the streaming part of Battle Arena for tonight. Spork's going to be starting up another game here for people that want to play another game. But
Obviously, like a fun game, not really a battle arena per se.
yeah,
but
sure, why not? I'm going to throw this out here. I also do, in addition to like this casting stuff, I do a League of Legends podcast, and we're going to be going live tonight. It's called the Face Check Podcast. You can watch us on Twitter, twitch.tv/.
Watch you on Twitter.
Yeah, on Twitter, man. Yeah, or
Ah.
or also on Twitch.
The new Twitter streaming service.
Twitch.tv/Face Check Podcast at 9:00 Pacific. No, Eastern Standard Time. So I'm just gonna throw that out there. We'd love to have more people in chat. So yeah, I'm getting off before I embarrass myself anymore. So
Yeah.
everybody have a good night. Thanks for playing.
Peace out.